Hi, and welcome to one of my little videos. So today what I'd like to talk to you about is about being true to yourself. Now, I am going to read the definition that I found on Google so that we know what we're talking about. And what Google says it is that it's about, I'm reading, you don't worry about pleasing other people or live by someone else's standards or rules. You don't care what people think of you, and you live as your natural self without compromise. And actually, I disagree with that a little bit because it is quite harsh. And after all, relationships are about compromise, because otherwise you become a bit of a selfish, person. And what is there to achieve by that? I think for me, being true to yourself is more around knowing your own values. And also knowing who you are, because a lot of people actually don't know who they are. And we have to forget to remember even that, we show a lot of different facets to many different people. So we are one person to our family, we are one person to our parents, we're one person to our partner, we're one person to our friends, we're another person to our neighbours, we're another person to our work colleagues. We adjust a lot of the time, and it's easy to forget the essence of who you are over time. So the first step towards being true to yourself is actually kind of spending a bit of time working out whether you know who that person is. Because a lot of the time we might remember who we were or who we want to be, but we're not sure who we are in the moment. And it's about being honest and going with your actual gut instinct. Being true to yourself is doing what's right for you. And sometimes you do something and deep down it makes you feel really like, I don't really agree with that. I feel like I have to do it, but I don't feel like I want to do it. I don't feel like it's right. And that's normally, when there's an incongruence and where you are not being true to yourself. So it's about trying to reach a compromise. It is not about being selfish and it's my way or my way, nothing like that at all. But it's about explaining why it matters to you or why you disagree with something, and trying to meet in the middle. And if both people can't meet in the middle because we've got very, very different views, then that's fine. But you need to be able to walk away if it really does not sit right with you. I was in a situation a few weeks ago where I had to make a decision where I wasn't happy about a particular thing, and I chose to approach it and talk to the person. And we both agreed that we were both completely in our trenches, and that on that particular occasion, it was best to walk away and leave it. It's not to say that I'm never going to talk to that person again. Quite the opposite. I think it's actually done our friendship an awful lot of good, because we were honest with each other and we said how we felt. We just have different views. It's okay. But it's being adult enough and mature enough to be able to discuss these things, as opposed to trying to force the other person to see your point of view. So don't try to convince someone else that they're wrong and you're right, because you're not actually more right than they are. How do you feel if someone tells you that you're wrong? You disagree, don't you? Because to you, you're right. And it's the same thing for this other person. And I think that once you genuinely channel who you are and listen to your gut, and if something really does not feel right and you feel that you're not being true to your own values because of something that you feel you ought to do or you should do, then that's not being true to yourself. And that's really, really essential in personal relationships, but also in business or at work, because you need to be congruent. So that's pretty much it for today. I will speak to you soon.